Better Horses with Ernie Rodina is brought to you by Silver Spurs Equine and Silver Spurs Saddles.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy, and this is my friend Star. I want to welcome you to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. Got an unbelievable show lined up. What we're going to do is we're going to start off going to Brad Lund's. We were there before. We're going to be doing the cow, horse, and cutting play day in the clinic we got going on down there. You're really going to enjoy that. Then we're going to go east of Kansas City to Lone Jack to Sitter Downs with Kelly Sitter and see a unique concept to boarding horses that works just great. We're going to have also this week, we got our debut of Better Horses Properties. We're going to feature a property from Overbrook, Kansas. Then we're going to wrap it up with some shrimp pasta with Chef Tell Mark with Hearty Grub. You're going to love it. Get yourself a cup of coffee and come on back to Better Horses TV.
That's right, it's Oldies Radio.
Where is
And
this
remember,
place?
it's Big Bingo Day at the horse
There
track.
it is.
Life can be full of surprises for you and your vehicle. With Lucas Oil's fuel treatment, you're ready for them.
Lady, you're holding up the line. These guys are racing for pink slips.
Bring it on, Sonny.
Lucas Fuel Treatment gives cars of all ages the edge they need.
Go!
It cleans your car's entire fuel system, improving mileage, taking you to the finish line. Take home a winner with Lucas Fuel Treatment.
Hi, this is Frank from Open Range Fellowship, and my wife Brenda and I, we love grooming our horses, and I think they love it too because they know they're being groomed for something. Either they're going to take a ride, they're going to get cleaned up, there's a purpose, and that ought to be the same way that we feel about when God grooms us, because I'm telling you what, He is grooming us for something really big. And of course, there are points in our lives that are to where our grooming becomes really important. But ultimately, when we see Him face to face, when He comes again, we're going to find out why all the grooming was so necessary. Let's just pray about this. Lord, we just ask you that you continue to groom us, continue to help us to change for the better. And we ask this morning in Jesus' name. Amen. Now go groom your horse, your dog, your cat, whatever you got, but especially let God do some grooming on you. God bless and see you next week.
Back in the saddle and out on the trail with Ernie the horse guy, now fun will prevail. We'll meet the best horsemen under the sun. Tip our hats to the ladies, keep the good Lord number one. Ride along, sing your song, along with better horses, we're right where we belong. Faith and love from up above, the best of the good life's yet to come. This segment is brought to you by High Performance Lucas Oil Products.
Here with Brad Lund after just a tremendous evening at our cow horse play day and cutting play day. Brad, what a great time it was today.
Yeah, it was good. We had quite a few people here and from all different levels, so it was a good deal.
How lucky we are as horsemen in the area to have your tools as far as training and working with these folks. They just all loved it. And what was really unique, Brad, is that you worked with all different level riders.
Yeah.
And the common denominator on all that is they all walk away feeling like they accomplished something.
Well, I think so. I think everybody made a little bit of progress, either with themselves or their horse, or, they got a little something out of it.
You know, plans are right now to have this event second Tuesday of the month, but we both know that going into July and August, there might be some nights. We were lucky tonight. It was cool enough that we could get by and it wasn't too hard on the cattle.
Yeah, it was a pretty good deal. The cattle were a little bit rustled up there for a little bit, but they worked out good. Worked out real good. And thank you, Mark Berkdahl.
Well, Mark Berkdahl is just tremendous. Bernie brought down 35 head of fresh cattle, and I thought everybody did a great job of making sure we didn't work them too hard and everything else, and really took care of them from that standpoint.
Yeah, it was everybody kind of used their heads. We went slow when we need to go slow, and so it worked out well.
We started off in the big round pen with the cutting.
Yeah.
What was the one thing that you noticed in working with them that you could notice? It seemed like that you wanted to kind of to build into their heads that we needed to do.
I think the biggest thing that everybody needed to do. We get so involved on just, you know, going and stopping the cow and working the cow and just, you know, just making things happen rather than slowing it down. Make sure you get stopped, the structure of your horse and the turns of your horse.
You got a buddy here.
Maddie, get back.
Glad to see you.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, I think the biggest thing is just people understanding that, hey, let's concentrate on our horse primarily, and, you know, we'll work the cow and, you know, try to stop the cow secondarily. But if everything's working right, we're going to go ahead and work it. But if there's something, body parts, the structure of their horse's turns and things of that nature are not correct, we're going to forget about the cow and work on the structure of our horse.
I got to say this, and I've been to a number of Brad Lund clinics out here, and the one thing everybody across the board says, there's not anybody better in the industry that is a better teacher than Brad Lund. You make them feel comfortable. You're right there with them. It's like you're riding double on the horse with them. And my hat goes off to you for that.
Well,
what a tremendous coach and teacher, because that doesn't always come with the job.
Yeah, I don't really consider myself one of the best teachers, but I mean, I go places to learn, and cow horse is a very humbling event, and so there's always positive things you can take from everyone.
You know, well, it was just really great to hear the comments, and you know, and then we went to going down to the fence.
Yeah.
Everybody went after it and got along really good.
Yeah.
Going down the fence, and it was just a lot of fun. And I got to say, the festive atmosphere that they have at Lundland out here is just tremendous. Folks have a lot of fun coming out here, and what a better way to spend a June evening during the week than out here riding horses.
It was good. It was really good. Yeah, we had a lot of people standing there watching and encouraging everyone to get better and have fun, and that's the name of the game.
You know, I come down here with the attitude that we'd be down here and you know, we'd have some fun, learn everything else, didn't worry about food. But I got hammered enough that we finally went and got pizza from Casey's, and that was good. And it all kind of was a welcome sight. We were worked up an appetite.
Yeah, Mark didn't have time to cook.
No, he didn't. And Brent Lester has some horses down here, and you were on one of them. Talk about that mare you were on. What a nice horse you got. And he got some. He was riding a nice horse.
Yeah, Brent went down the fence on his Palomino mare. She's a very smart remedy. He's had some pretty good success the last couple of shows, winning non-pro derby and at McCook, I believe, on her, and Loveland, Colorado. And then the mare that I was on is a 3-year-old of Brent's. It's by Metallic Cat, now the daughter of Freckles Playboy. She's one of my best futurity horses this year, so we're trying to chip away and make that event on her. So I'm excited about it.
So your next big show is where?
My next big show, cow horse wise, is going to be probably in August at the pre-futurity, Southwest pre-futurity in Fort Worth.
Okay. It's going to be great having that stuff in Fort Worth, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to go down there and kind of get our horses familiar with the arenas that we're going to show in this fall in October. So,
well, it was great, Brad, being at your place tonight. We're going to plan on doing these more and more every month if the weather permits and everything.
Yeah.
We can get cattle. Big thanks to Berkdahl Brothers, Mark Berkdahl and his cattle from that standpoint. And thank you. To get a hold of Brad Lund, the best way, I got it, 913-515-4957.
Yeah.
Or you can go to your Facebook page too, Brad Lund Performance Horses.
Yeah.
Brad, thanks a lot for being part of Better Horses TV.
Appreciate it.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
Hi, I'm Donna. This is Ringo. We're with CSI Saddle Pads. I'd like to invite you to ride our new revolutionary FlexPlate saddle pad. We offer a 30-day money-back, ride it, get it dirty guarantee. And the best part of the pad is it's 100% American-made with American parts by American hands.
Yeah, we're riding these CSI Saddle Pads. The thing that really sells it for me is they have a flex plate inside them, and that distributes that pressure over the horse rather than putting it all in one spot.
For more information, go to csipads.com.
Your buddy Ron once said he could install your ceiling fan. He couldn't. And that one time, Ron said another chili dog was a good idea? Yeah, it wasn't. So when Ron said you'd never afford a John Deere tractor, you knew better. Now, Ron does too. The E-Series, legendary John Deere quality, unexpected low price.
Stop by and see Heritage Tractor at one of its 9 locations for your John Deere and Featherlight trailer needs. HeritageTractor.com.
This segment is brought to you by your independent Purina dealers.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy, and welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. I'm here with Kelly Sitter, just near Lone Jack, Missouri. Unbelievable place. I've known you, Kelly, for a lot of years. You're one of the best kept secrets in Kansas City out here at your ranch.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
But I tell you, this is unique to any other program out there as far as boarding. There's a dream of people to own their own horse. And you know what? You got expense that goes with your horse. You got it worked out here at Sitter Downs and do a super job. Your mom, your dad, your husband, what a family team operation. Beautiful animals behind her. Tell us a little bit about Sitter Downs.
Thank you. We've been here since 1989. It'll be 28 years this year. We have 130 acres here of pasture boarding only. We just built a 80 by 150 indoor arena last year where we're hosting horsemanship clinics. And so our operation is a grass rotation for pasture. We have 7 different sections of pasture that we rotate through, and then we just maintain it in the winter. Our herd's on they're on a dry lot where we feed hay twice a day. And we've got about 65 head right now on pasture. So
I never understood when I was in the feed business how you said you don't feed much feed. You've got it down to a science to use nature's best, the grass and everything from that standpoint. You got a clinic going on in your new QSI barn.
Yes.
Unbelievable. But you know how you do this, and you got it down, and you got it down to a science.
it takes a lot of maintenance. Each section is, it's meticulously maintained. When we rotate our pastures, it's, we brush hog them, we drag them, we have our pastures professionally sprayed for weeds every season, we fertilize, and that's the thing, you can't have grass unless you maintain it, you can't overgraze it, and you can't just let it grow up in weeds either. So
Kelly, people are watching this right now saying, how can you get, there's 70 horses out here?
Yes, sir.
They all are content, getting along, and folks say, we can't even put our horses together, but you don't make it be an issue. You get rid of the drama.
When we get new horses in, we don't just throw them out. It's be like a bunch of alligators fighting over each other. So we go ahead, we have a little bit of a system. We put these horses, new ones, in a pipe fence pen. They can visit over the fence with the big herd, and then after 4 or 5 days, then we go ahead and turn them out. A lot of times, if new horses come in together, we put them in a pen together, they bond, and then they have a buddy once they go to the herd.
People are wondering, I want to get a hold of Sitter Downs, just right east of Kansas City in Lone Jack, Missouri.
Yep.
And you say, well, what do you got to ride? You just ride in the pastures?
No.
Tell them about where we can ride.
We're right across the road from a 1,800-acre horse park. It's called Blue and Gray Park, and it's one of the biggest parks in Jackson County here around the Kansas City metro. And as far as miles of trails, you can't even really count them. There's trails everywhere. All the boarding businesses in our area, we volunteer, we maintain them ourselves, we can brush hog them. They're all marked really well. And so most of our people here are trail riders, and we've built this big arena, and we just want everybody to bump up their horsemanship and have better horses.
And you do train outside horses yourself, don't you?
I specialize in trail horses. I ride stock horses and gaited, and I have a lot of groundwork, obstacles. I've done extreme cowboy racing, and my biggest influence would have been Peter Campbell horsemanship.
We lost him. It was a big tragedy, and lost him, and you're kind of going on with the tradition.
Yes.
Your dad, George, and just a great family here. And the other thing I want to tell folks about is you are instrumental, you and Ed Adams, and starting a great event that's going to be held this July. Let's talk about that.
Friday, July 28th is the second annual Kansas City Cowboys for Cops event. I helped organize that last year with Ed Adams of the Jackson County Sheriff's Mounted Posse. Now I'm a posse member as well, which we'd love to have new members if you'd like to join us. And Kansas City Cowboys for Cops raises money for first responders and their family through the Posse 100 Fund. We're hosted by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department. It will be in the West Bottoms of Kansas City on Friday, July 28th. And we will be riding horseback with a full police escort to Liberty Memorial and back.
You know, and another event, speaking of events, Kelly, I'm going to have you head up. I decided we need to have a Better Horses trail ride out here at the Blue Grape Park. Have you out here? A lot of neat things to go on there. What are some of the things, you work with a lot of trail riding horses. What's something you see that's kind of a common denominator among all riders, issues they need to get through?
People treat their horses kind of like a car. They park them in a garage and they get them out on the weekends and they expect them to be great. If people would just change a few tiny things about their horsemanship, as far as groundwork, sometimes it's tack, sometimes it's how you handle your horse on the ground and under saddle, and you're getting to the feet and you have body control, your weekend trail ride horse will be golden always if you can just change a few tiny things.
How can people get a hold of Kelly Sitter Downs?
Our website is sitterdowns.com, and then also we have a Facebook page, Sitter Downs, and then my trail horse training and sales page is Kelly Sitter Trail Horses.
And you have trail horses out here for sale all the time.
I do.
Looks like I don't want to sell any of these because these are actually boarders. That's another thing. The tenure you have, average tenure of your boarders tells you something.
Yes.
And
most of our people have been here for 15 or 20 years. And our new people, we're a very active barn. We always have horses out riding. There's always somebody to ride with around here. There's really maybe only 3 or 4 head out of this whole herd that doesn't get rode regularly.
Well, if it's trail riding you like or love, this is the place to go with Kelly Sitter. Beautiful place, just an unbelievable place, close to home. You can now afford that horse dad for those kids and wife out here by putting them out on here. She's got it down to a size, a great operation. We're so proud to be out here, and what a cornerstone you are in the equine community with Sitter Downs, Kelly Sitter. Thank you. We'll be right back with more Better Horses TV.
Thank you.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
You know, I think people are just kind of born with a passion.
I wouldn't be where I am today without that horse.
Oh, I'm not passionate about horses. That's just something that's in here. I can't explain it.
Some people go to a job every day. I just go do what I love to do. That's all I know is horse.
The bottom line, we're for the horse. It's whatever we can do to make life better for the horse, wherever they are, whatever they do.
It's just magic, that's all. They got me.
If we always do what's right for the horse, we will never go wrong.
This segment is brought to you by CSI Saddle Pads.
Hey, welcome to the Better Horses Property Report. This is a new segment I think you're really going to like. We're going to feature properties that we have for sale, horse properties and rural properties that you might be interested in. We got 150 acres out from Overbrook. Really, it's close to KU, only 20 minutes from Lawrence. You're going to love it, 150 acres. They will sell as little as 46 acres. We're talking about a 6-bedroom, 4.5 baths, 3 ponds, beautiful, beautiful piece of property on the beautiful prairie. You got to check this out. Hi friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy, and I want to talk to you about Better Horses Properties. If you have a property you'd like to list and sell, I'm the guy to contact. When it comes to marketing, we're second to none. We've got the publication, we'll promote your place in the publication, we'll promote it on our radio networks, we're going to promote it on TV and our e-blast. Better Horses Network is your direction to go when you're looking to market your horse property. So contact me at Ernie at betterhorsesradio.com for your property and let us go to work for you.
Hay is not for horses. They deserve Stanley Premium Western Forage. There's no better place in the country to grow forage than Idaho, and Stanley is one of the country's largest producers. From pellets, cubes, and chopped forage in bags to compressed in 3-tie bales, Stanley cultivates the premium forage types horse owners demand. Because your horse needs hay, but he deserves Stanley Premium Western Forage.
This segment is brought to you by Heritage Tractor and your John Deere and Featherlight Trailer Dealer.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy. Welcome to this week's episode of Hearty Grub segment with Shiptail Mark Burkdale. Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Ernie.
Well, you know what? See, I'll tell you what an unbelievable segments we've been having with the food. And I'm coming in here, the smell of this aroma, this great food cooking, I feel like you're in Italy.
Well, it's going to be an Italian night again tonight.
Really good. Tell us what we got lined up for our viewers.
We're going to do, if I can get it said right, we're going to do shrimp carbonara with homemade fettuccine and a little Caesar salad.
Homemade Caesar salad.
Homemade Caesar salad, homemade Caesar dressing, homemade noodles. Everything's homemade. And then Tina made this chocolate
I got my
gooey.
eyes on
Oh, it's really
It's
good.
really
Wait till
good
you
on
see
them.
that. And Connie made the dinner rolls, Italian little rolls.
Mark, we got the sauce, we got the Caesars. Now we're putting the homemade pasta you made.
Homemade pasta. If you ever had homemade pasta, you'll never use store-bought pasta.
What do you do now? How long do you get your water boiling?
And yeah, this is going to take about 2 minutes to cook instead of the 8 or 10 like normal.
Because it's fresh.
Because it's fresh.
Any special type of flour you use?
Use half. I use 1/3 semolina and the other 2/3 regular flour.
I know that.
AP.
Sure you do. So great. So we got the sauce, we got the Caesars, and now we got the pasta. We're getting
Pasta's work. We are. I don't think my skillet's going to be big enough for all of it.
Can't wait till we get the presentation. Mark, tell us a little bit about what we're doing now. It looks like we're working on the salad.
We're putting the Caesar salad together right now. Connie and I just made this homemade Caesar's dressing with some eggs and anchovy paste and Worcestershire sauce and lemon juice and all kinds of fun stuff.
Really
Put it
good.
on this salad and got to get it tossed up real good. Try that.
Unbelievable.
Does that taste like Luigi's?
Better.
Okay.
And it make you throw rocks at it.
Good.
Mark, we got the presentation in front of us. You knocked it out of the park. Talk talk us through what we got here again.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. We'll start with the Caesar salad. Typical romaine hearts and stuff, except I got to cheat, so I put a little fresh kale out of the garden in it.
When you cheat, you do little things that kind of make yours stand out above all the rest.
I just can't. Yeah, I just can't stick with the recipe. So you put a little kale in there, and your wife coached me through a Caesar salad dressing. Of course, I had to make it a little spicier than normal.
You got
even
cheese
made my homemade croutons.
Wow. You're
little
going to make someone a good wife. You know
Parmesan Reggiano cheese going on. Look,
that's really good. Now let's talk about this pasta. Looks out of this world. Now you snuck a little heat in there on us.
Just you won't even know it's there. Just a kiss.
You've got to have a little heat whenever you cook.
I do, just a little bit, just so you know I'm there.
That's really
so
good.
You'll remember me tomorrow.
Well, that looks really good. We got about 7 or 8 people just can't wait to get and start eating. But
look at that breadstick that Connie made. Holy,
unbelievable!
Really?
I was downstairs working when she was baking them.
The smell just killed you, I bet.
Tremendous, yeah. And then how about Tina's little cupcake?
I don't. She calls it ooey gooey chocolate something, and they're really good. She made a homemade caramel sauce and put it over the top of it. They're really good.
Now you can't have Italian food without a glass of
a little glass of white Chardonnay here, just to set the whole evening off and cleans your palate as you're eating it.
You know, we've been all over the board as far as on our Hearty Grub segment, from cooking mountain oysters to fried fish to hamburgers to, we had a tremendous lamb chop dinner that we're going to be sharing with folks.
If we can get it put together.
We get that together, but I mean, you have one favorite type of food that you like?
I like cooking Italian because there's so many different things you can do with it.
Well, your kitchen is just tremendous, and this has really been great being able to do the Hearty Grub segment in here with on the Better Horses TV. And like you said, you had a little time today to ride your horse some.
We did. I had a couple sick ones out in the pasture that I had to go look at, but it was a good day for that.
It's really good. You got several horses, and we got this week, we kick off our Midwest Cow Horse Club. And
that'll be fun.
So that's really exciting. Going to be at Les McGee.
I forgot to tell you. I'm going to enter my horse trailer. Mary Kay wants to be promote it since it's so nice and peak. I got so much slack about it that we're going to be a Mary Kay trailer now.
It will be nice. I tell you, we'll do some demonstration. Having a great time, folks. I wish you were here to join us for the Hearty Grub segment on Better Horses TV. Mark, just a tremendous meal. Thanks for opening up your kitchen to Better Horses TV. Just great to have you on this segment. And obviously tonight it was great, but it wouldn't have been a healthiest segment. It was truly a hearty segment.
There was a little cream and butter and this and that going on. It wasn't really healthy, but it's going to be really good.
Want to urge our viewers, if you got an idea for a recipe, just contact me at Ernie@BetterHorsesRadio.com, and we'll take a swing at it.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And make sure you always tune in every Saturday morning at 7 to our radio show on KCMO Talk Radio, 7:10 a.m. or 103.7 FM, Better Horses Radio, KC style. Thanks for being a part of Better Horses TV with Ernie the Horse Guy. Mark, thanks again. See you next week.
Okay, sounds good.